So how is it going, Dank Division? Dank Dan here, and let's finally talk about the mid-season update that is coming next week for Season 4 of Vanguard. Now, while I still think this game is at this point on life support, and that every season that comes out is pretty much the game going, clear, we have it that we can at least discuss what's coming out. I'll leave you guys to decide before all this stuff comes out if it's worth it. So first, let's dive into the Warzone side of things. First, starting off with a new public event. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Fortune's Keep gets the Cursed Ground public event. But it gets better. This is going to come out prior to the update. So, how exactly does Cursed Ground work? Well, let's put it this way. Right now in Warzone, there are going to be several cursed chests hidden around the new map. These chests contain incredible power-ups and high-quality items, but can only be unlocked by those who are willing to kill the zombie horde that comes after you. Once the event begins, though, zombies are going to continuously spawn within the vicinity of the cursed chest. Eliminating them near the chest will harvest wisps. As your collection grows, more difficult waves of zombies will rise to protect their cursed ground. Harvesting enough of these things within the time limit will secure your victory and give you access to rewards within, including cash, kill streaks, equipment, and possibly some perk tokens. But just remember that the circle collapse can devour you just as effectively as the zombies will. Now, something a lot of people have been asking for, because just like people like to camp loadouts, people have been camping the shit out of redeploy balloons. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is some form of good news. The portable redeploy balloon. Yeah, that's right. The portable redeploy balloon finally becomes a field upgrade where you can find it as loot or as a contract reward, such as successfully cracking open a supply drop. Now, you'll be able to deploy this anywhere outside. And it gets better. This thing will stay deflated for 30 seconds. And it'll make it easy to use, just as easily as a redeploy balloon. And yes, the balloon can still be destroyed, and it has half the health of the redeploy balloons that already exist on the map. It does not extend as far up, but for those people who need, a last-second ditch effort to get out of the storm, or just want to reposition, that's your play. Another thing we will be seeing is that armored USVs finally get the Nitro boost. Now, what exactly does that mean? That means that you're driving along the road, someone starts shooting at you, you hit the button, and you decide to go fast and furious and go flying across the map. Now, while this will increase your speed, you being able to drive around ain't gonna do dick. Now, this is where things are gonna get interesting. Now, you have that Rebirth. We all knew there was a mode coming around, and this one, of course, being Rebirth of the Dead. Now, when looking at the image that they show us, it kind of reminds me, just looking at it immediately, I want to play Mob of the Dead. But how this works is that it's a reimagined version of Zombie Royale. Of course, you have 40 players will deploy onto this map ready to destroy their opponents, living and undead. So, know this. Eliminated players will return as zombies, intent on adding to their numbers by pursuing the remaining humans. To revive as a human, just like the original Zombie Royale, you'll need to collect 4 antivirals. These can be found in several ways. Lone antivirals, which are visible through objects or found in crates and buy stations. Eliminating an operator will earn you 2 antivirals, or you can be a real dick and do a finishing move to get all 4 in one shot, earning you an instant revival and getting you an animated calling card called Head Scratcher. Now, throughout the event, and this is where I'm going to tell you, do not back out of the match. Throughout the match, the infestation meter will fill up as operators are eliminated. Once it is filled, any and all spectators will be revived as zombies. Those who are skilled enough to win as a human, not as a zombie, will receive the animated Last Alive calling card. So be ready, because you finally get to have your Zombie Royale on Rebirth. Speaking of zombies, it took 4.5 seasons. 4.5 fucking seasons. Granted, I think Cold War took longer, but we finally get zombie camos in Warzone. So for those of you who've been telling us, oh, fuck it, it ain't worth the grind, and to be perfectly honest, Vanguard Zombies is such a shit show, I can't blame you. But they finally are adding the camos. So this includes the main camos, the mastery camos, you know, Gold Viper, Plague Diamond, Dark Ether. Those will be in Warzone finally. Now, some of you might be sitting here going, okay, is there anything else, you know, new that's going to be thrown in? Well, you knew about Iron Trials. Well, let's just say you now have Titanium Trials. Now, how exactly is this going to work? The maximum base armor threshold is going to be increased to 300, and the tempered perk is going to appear more frequently as ground loot for more efficient armor repairs. Each player begins the match with not only a self-revive and core health regen that takes longer to restore, making it a high skill, high T2K game mode. You have it that this is going to feature a custom build of loot table to support the higher time to kill gameplay. This includes exceedingly rare redacted weapons that are a step more powerful than the loadout weapons. There are also fewer overall resources in the map to reward operators who act aggressively towards the opposition, with the cost of loadouts beginning at a higher price and decreasing through the duration of the map. Let's just say Titanium Endurance, or should I say Titanium Trials Endurance, is using the Battle Royale rule set on Caldera, and this will be going live on August 11th for 2 weeks only. So be ready, and let's see who pulls off the win. So another thing you will have is that during this event, there will feature 8 challenges set to test your skills on the limited mode. Now, through challenges prevented in this event, players can earn double XP, a titanium chrome weapon camo, a battle pass tier skip, and up to 4 Terminator T2 themed calling cards. Now, I am really hoping that the challenges aren't a crock of shit, because let's face it, 100 kills on Storage Town, and then they decide to add Storage Town Clash. That was a dick move. But apparently, if you do all of these challenges, you get your hands on the liquid metal weapon camo. And apparently, there's rumors of hidden rewards persistent for those who are dedicated to the Titanium Trials. Now, let's walk away from Warzone and just take a second to think about this. That's just the Warzone side of this. So be ready, because my next video that I'll be releasing tomorrow is going to talk about the bundles. It's going to talk about what multiplayer is getting for Vanguard, etc. So if you enjoyed watching this video, I want to see that comment section down below. What were your thoughts on the previous event that started off with this season? And what are your thoughts on them adding yet another thing, but it being locked behind Iron Trials? Well, Titanium Trials. So, with that being said, hopefully you guys are as excited to run into Rebirth, because I haven't touched the game in a hot minute, but Rebirth Zombie Royale has got me a little bit intrigued. So with that being said, you guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. Don't forget to follow us on our socials. And this is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to hit that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers.
15.
What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.